So in the last year, we've been able to help our clients generate around $500,000 in sales using Skool. And this year we're on track to blow that out of the water. So in this video, I want to show you how to start a Skool community from scratch. So whether you're using it as a free community for lead generation or setting up a paid community to host paying members or clients, this is our exact process for setting up your Skool. And to keep it straightforward, I have a checklist that I'll be going down one by one to set this up from scratch. So if you're new here and don't know who I am or what I do, my name is Austin Coldiron, and I help coaches, creators, personal brands scale their coaching programs and Skool businesses. And the reason that I'm making this is so that you can start your own Skool community, grow it to your first few hundred members, and then come work with us where we can help you scale it to the next level. So with that being said, let's dive in. First step is to start your free 14-day trial. You can just click on this link. If you do use this link, this is an affiliate commission, or you can just type in skool.com 14 free day trial on Google. And so here, what you're going to do is you're going to call your group name based on whatever topic or subject you want to create your group around. And then you type in your card, and then you hit start free trial. And it's that easy. After you do that, you'll get popped into something that looks like this. And this will be your new group. So you can go on the checklist and you can just click done here. Yeah, so after you start your free 14-day trial, you can go into your group and you can just go to settings and then general. And this is where you can change your icon, change your cover photos, have your group description, have your initials, your group color, also change to whether it's private or public. So private means that somebody has to join the group to see what's going on inside the community, what's inside the classroom, what's inside the calendar. But public is open to everybody. So they can see the comments in the community classroom calendar and everything. They just can't actively comment in there and participate in the group. If you want to generate leads organically through Skool SEO, then doing this publicly is really good because there are a lot of questions that you can type on google.com, for example, and Skool groups will pop up at the top of Google. So let's see if we can find an example here, but like how to leverage Skool with AI. This is a Skool search. And so this group is public. You can actually get traffic from your post in Skool if you have your post open to the public. And like this Accelerator University is on public mode. So I can see everything that's going inside. I just can't participate in the group. But now, he's getting ranked on Google from his Skool community. So that's really, really powerful as a traffic strategy of leaving this group open and leaving it to the public. And as Skool gets bigger, as this SEO gets bigger, you're only going to have more opportunities to drive traffic through this public group. And then for the icon and the cover, what I typically do is I just use Canva, and I have something that I call like logo mockups, and I will just mock up these different logos and download them. Very easy to go on Canva and just look at a design and then type in different logos and just make these your own. And there's so many different logos on here that look dope. You can just copy what's already there and then tweak it to what you like. So then you can just download this from Canva and upload it to the icon, upload it to the cover photo. Now the group description is very important, and I just like to really clarify who this is for, what it does, and how it will benefit them. That's the simplest formula I think that you can do. It's the who, what, and the how. For this group description, it's one-to-many secrets. And the whole point of it is showing people how they can leverage one-to-many sales instead of trying to pull teeth and get on sales calls. So I'm going to say helping coaches, creators, and community builders. And then what I'm doing, leverage one-to-many sales, and then how it's going to benefit them to scale their businesses without hiring a sales team or looking like a hype man. I know that when people hear one-to-many sales, they think, oh, I don't want to be super salesy. I don't want to lose trust with my audience. So you also want to think about what somebody doesn't want to do and the thing that they're most afraid of. So in this case, I know a lot of creators who are hesitant from doing these one-to-many workshops because they don't want to look super salesy. And so I'm going to say, look, this is how you can do it in a really valuable and cool way, and actually lead with value in your content and not be super hypey, and just straight up tell them how it is and be direct and show them, why this is a good opportunity, why this is a good offer. Then they'll come into your world. And that's what we're all about. We don't want to be like some hype man, some, just big marketer, another marketer that everybody's like, look, this guy's just a marketer. We actually want to be delivering value. And I think that's what's going to make this different. And that is what people are afraid of most in this market right now. Okay, so moving on. We got our compelling community description. You can set up a custom URL. And so you just do that by going to custom URL below general. And then you can claim a custom URL by changing what yours is. So I'm just going to say 1 too many secrets. The URL is available. Claim it while you can. And here's the kicker. You only get one chance to claim this URL. Like I have secrets misspelled. That would have been tragic. So secrets, one too many secrets. And now I'm like nervous. I got to double check that. That's how you spell secrets. You can only claim a URL with a paid account. So I'm on the free trial right now. It's $99 a month. I will upgrade after the free trial, but I'm not going to do it now. So you got to have a paid account, but this is how you claim the URL. Next is the discussion categories. And I have the discussions here. I like to do general, announcements, wins, questions, feedback. You can click this link to figure out how to set it up through Skool, but I want to walk you through it real quick right now. You just go to categories and rules. Here you have categories. This is going to be the discussions. So there's going to be tabs up here. Here you can see general discussion and all, and you can just cycle through these tabs so that when people have community posts, they're required to tag it as one of these discussion points. And this is how you can filter out questions, wins, feedback when you're going through the community post. Makes it really easy. And what I like to do is have discussions. We already got one there. I like to have announcements. And on announcements, you might want to set the permissions to only admins and mods can post and anybody can view. I also like to do wins. This is really important for your students and your testimonials. You're going to want to be gathering testimonials in the community wall. So add wins in there. You can add questions in there. Anyone can post or view. What else we got? Feedback. So product feedback. How are you liking the free community, right? And then you can even do more specific topics. Like, let's say you're running a channel or a group about ads, right? You can do like video ad feedback and click add in there. And then anytime somebody has a video ad and they post it in the free community, they can tag it as this discussion point. And then you can just go in and filter that in your group. You're also going to want to add auto DM. And the auto DM is in general, it's actually in plugins, and it's in the membership questions. So ask members questions when they request access to your group. What you do is you turn on these membership questions, and you're definitely going to want to turn these on, especially if you have a free group. You can add questions. And the questions that I like to add are, one, what is your email? And here you go to the response type, email address, add another question. Two, what is your phone number? And people have a hesitation of giving their phone number, but I really like asking for a phone number because you can follow up when you're having webinars and workshops on WhatsApp or SMS so that you can get people to show up. And so even if you're adding what is your phone number, you kind of want to give people a reason to give you your phone number. And so here I can say, get my offer secrets course free if they give me their phone number, right? So then I can have a course in here that's like, hey, you get this free if you give me your phone number. So add it in there, and then I'll add another question. And in my niche, what I like to do is understand where people are at in their business to see if I can help them. So here I'm going to ask a qualifying question and just make it really simple. Where are you at with your business right now? Have a multiple choice, and I can just do 0 to 10K per month, 10 to 20K per month, 20K through 30K per month, this to 20K to 50K per month, and then from here go 50K per month plus. So now when somebody joins this group, it's going to ask them these questions. They're going to give me my email, their email, phone number, and I'm going to qualify them and see where they're at with their business. And I'm going to have this as data as each member comes in. So that is the membership questions. Also, you want to do auto DMs. So auto DMs is under plugins as well. And in plugins, you have this auto DM, send an automated DM to new group members. I like to turn this on. There are a lot of different things that you can do with this auto DM. For example, you can send people to a free video that you have. You can send people to a free course that you have. You can actually have a Loom video like I'm doing right now and just tell them, hey, what's up? Welcome to the group, and send them to that video within this free group. Or, it depends where you're at. You can also use these naming mechanisms to personalize the message. So hashtag name, hashtag will send their name, hashtag group name, hashtag will send the group name. So you can just keep this, hey, blank, welcome to the group. What I like to do is essentially say, go ahead and start here. And we'll get to this maybe later, maybe in another video. I don't think I have time for this video, but I really like to copy and paste either a free video, a free course, a welcome introduction section, or you can just lead them to the Start Here course. So you just put a link in here, insert link to Start Here course. And within the Start Here course, we're going to set it up in a way that sends people into buyers if you have a free group. So you can just save that for now, and we'll go back to it in a little bit. Also, for these other plugins, I want to show you how you can use these plugins to have an effective group. So we got the membership questions, we got the auto DMs, we have unlock chat at level 2 or 3, and this kind of reduces spam. Sometimes you will get people who are spammers in a group. Generally, this is for large groups. So if you don't have a large group, then you probably don't need to turn this on. If you do have a large group and you want to gamify it and you want to protect yourself from spam, you can turn this on by just toggling the button. You can also put your meta pixel tracking on here. If you are running Facebook and Instagram ads to your about page, then you can set this up by connecting the meta pixel. I have done this for my other group. I haven't done this for this one, and this is a little bit more advanced. I'm not going to go into it right now, but just keep that in mind that you can set it up. Instant membership approval. So if you have a free group, you can auto approve membership requests. I leave this off just because I want to see everybody coming in my group, and I want to make sure they have a profile picture, a description of their name, and they're not spammers, quite frankly. So that is unlock chat, instant membership approval, configure IG, Facebook ads, add links you wish your members to see in a group. What you're going to want to do is go to general, I believe, or no, it's links. There we go. So these are the links that people are going to see right next to the description. They're actually going to show up right under the description. So what you can do is add a link. And let's say I want to link to a VSL page where somebody books a call with me. I can just label it as book your free strategy call. And then I can go to my URL and just copy and paste it here, go back, boom. And I can either select only members in the group can see it, or everybody can see it if it's a public group. So for this one, I'm going to do only members can see it because this is going to be a private group, but they can book their free strategy call if they want to work with me on a one-to-one basis or one of my higher level offers, that is more closely towards me. So this is even a good way to show even your paid members, hey, if you want to work with me more closely, go here and apply, and we'll see if you're a good fit. You can also add like a Skool affiliate link. Skool has a really great affiliate program. You can pretty much get paid $40 per month for every group that joins under your affiliate name. And you can just go under here, get your affiliate link, copy and paste it, go to links, and then say, start your free Skool group. Copy and paste the link, add it, boom. Now we got the links. Leaderboard levels. One of the really cool things about Skool is that you can gamify it and have a leaderboard. What this looks like is this. So on these different levels of the leaderboards, you can unlock different resources and assets, whether that's calls, whether that's new courses, whether that's flying somebody in person. And you can look across these different Skool groups and see what they have for different levels. But what I really like to do is just have 1 or 2 courses as level 2 or level 3 unlocks that are essentially bonuses. And this will just encourage your community members to engage, especially if the bonus is something that they really want. You can get creative with this, but just have like a small course, a small video, maybe even like you can get a 30-minute strategy call with me, depending on where you're at, if you get to this certain level. And you can gamify this, and you can even rename your leaderboards by going to leaderboard, clicking on the settings icon up here. And now you can edit all these leaderboards and you can just rename them. You can use ChatGPT to figure out what you want your names to be. Really easy prompt is, I'm making a group about one-to-many sales. Help me name the leaderboard level 1 through 10 so that it aligns with my theme of being a change maker and entrepreneur. Yeah, I kind of like this. I would say change makers level 10, master level 9, leader level 8, innovator. Yeah, so you can just use these names and come up with the leaderboard just to make it a little bit more fun. You don't have to do that, certainly. So we got that. Also, you can toggle on and off the classroom and calendar, which I think is kind of interesting. You do this by going to tabs, and yeah, you can toggle on and off the classroom. So if you don't have a course and you just want the community and calendar, you just turn that off and that tab disappears up there. Or you can turn the calendar off, and now all the community has is the community wall and the member list and the leaderboard. Now, I haven't seen any communities do this, but it's kind of interesting. I personally will keep them all on just because you need to have some information in the classroom and calendar. It's kind of funny that they made this as an option, but toggle on both of these things. Create your categories. All right, so we actually already created the categories. They were the community discussions. You also want to create your rules. You do this by going to categories and rules. You can just keep the same rules. No, be positive, no self-promotion, make an effort. But this is where you can build your culture a little bit more. I haven't gotten super deep into this, and I just leave these rules. So at this point, we have created the group description, added our links, we have added the general discussions, we have added the configurations of the auto DMs and the membership questions. And now we are going into the classroom. So you're going to want to have a start here course. You can call it what you want. You can say onboarding. You can say start here. I'm going to call it onboarding because it's a little bit different. And in here, I'm just going to say start here to access and unlock everything. And then I'm going to leave it open. You upload the cover photo here. You make sure it's published. Boom. Within the start here module, you are going to want to have introduction and welcome. So you just say welcome to the group. Next, you're going to want to have why this is different and what is in it for them. what you're going to get out of this. And you got to realize one thing, which is everybody is motivated by what's in it for them. You're watching this because you want to learn how to build a Skool community. That's what's in it for you. And you want to make very clear from the beginning of your group, why should they care? How is it going to help them? Because ultimately your community isn't about you. It's about the people who join it and how it's going to be serving them. So you want to make that very clear from the beginning of what's in it for them. What are they going to get out of it? Right. Another tab that I like to do is, why are you different? Why are you unique? Why are you different? Why should somebody join your community versus joining somebody else's community? What about your competitors? Why should somebody join you versus your competitors? These are the things that you need to articulate right from the start, even if it's a paid community. You want to reinforce why somebody made a great decision to join, because you want to show them this is how it's going to help you. This is why we're different. This is how we help you. And I'm not going to get into the content in the Start Here module now. That might be in the next tutorial. But essentially what you want to do is set up somebody to either ascend into a paid offer or help onboard them and get them going and get them quick wins within your paid community. And when you have this, you're going to have a link up here, and you can copy and paste this link and then go to your settings, and in the auto DMs that we set up earlier, you can essentially have the link right here and then save. And so now somebody joins the group and you give them this link, and they go straight to the Start Here course. That's where everything they need to know is. And yeah, you want to build out your courses. But I would say that don't just start building out a ton of courses before you're selling anything, because you want to validate what your offer is and what you're selling before you build out the content. But let me go ahead and show you how you do build out a course. So let's say I'm building out a course around offers, call it Offer Secrets. The course description, how it benefits them, learn how to create Godfather offers on command. And within here, you can have open, level unlocks, buy now, time unlocks, private. For this, I'm going to do a level unlock. When somebody gets to level 2, they can unlock this course. And so that's going to incentivize when people get in here. So it encourages and incentivizes interactivity and engagement. And the people who are most interactive and engaged in your group are oftentimes the most people, or the people who will buy from you, will buy your offer. And you want to look out for those people, and you want to document them and make sure, hey, this is a warm lead. This is a hot lead. They're commenting to all this stuff. They're getting all this value. They're going to buy from you. That's one of your 1,000 true fans. So add the course in here. And within here, you can add modules and folders. So a folder is good for your phases of your offer. And so if I'm creating an offer over one to many, the first phase is going to be creating your offer. The first phase of my one to many secrets is creating your offer. And within this folder, I will want to map out what this course is going to be like. So I'll add a page in the folder, and I can do 1.0, refining your avatar. Add, duplicate this, go to 1.2 or 1.1. 1.1 can be talking about offer delivery and the different phases of offers. Duplicate it again. 1.2 can be about the best type of offers, that my favorite type of offer. So offer Nirvana, right? And then I can just map out creating my offer. It'll be all in this folder. And then I can create another folder, which would be part 2. And this could be the pitch. And within the pitch, I'll add a page in the folder and start the pitch 2.0 as selling with stories, because storytelling is a big part of pitching. So now we have 1.0, 1.1, 1.2. We have the pitch 2.0. And this is really how you build out courses. And this is how you're going to map a course that you can create that people can get into your community and either, 1, do a level unlock, 2, pay you a low ticket product, or even up to $1,000 for this. And 3, you can actually use this and just have private courses and selectively pull in people. And you can do this all if you go to the classroom, go to edit course, private, time unlock, buy now, level unlock, and open. So build out your courses, build out your modules, build out your pages, add resources as attachments. So when you are building out these courses, let's say I have an offer document or an avatar document, I can just click on this top right little edit and then go to add resource link, and then label this avatar document. And I actually do have an avatar document. And so I'll just go to that. Here's my avatar document, copy and paste it. And here's a little hack is you can share this and then do copy link, and anybody with link can use this. And then you type this into the URL and you add this last edit and you just type copy. And so now when somebody copies this, it actually copies the document for them. They have to make a copy of the document in order to access it. So it's on their hard drive in their computer and they can't mess with the document that you have. So I just like to copy and paste this link and then go to the community, wherever it is, and then type it in the URL and add it. Now you have your resource for refining your avatar, and then you save. Use Skool Editor to add content, images, and videos. Yeah, so when you're making your course, you're refining your avatar. A lot of the courses are just typed in here. So who, what, why, how. And I can essentially just describe in here what my lessons are. And I can even add videos by going to YouTube, adding a YouTube, Vimeo, Loom, or Wistia link in here where the video just populates in here. I can add images going into my own computer. I can add links to different things. I can highlight here, add links, and hyperlink. I can have settings or headings, pardon me. You can obviously, this is like a text editor, so bold, italic, cross through. Yeah, so just use this page to create your course. You can do it through PowerPoint. I've seen it done really effective through PowerPoint, and then drop the PowerPoint and the resources. You can do it straight up on the Skool page. This is really effective, and I really like this way too. And you just want to use this editor to create your courses. It's super simple. And then save it, and we're good. And so I also wanted to go into the calendar. In the calendar section, this is super easy. So you just want to set up, some Q&A calls, some onboarding calls. What I really like to do, especially if this is going to be a free community, is set up a Q&A call and just have like a Q&A call once per week when you're starting out. Let's say we do it every Tuesday at 5 p.m. for an hour and a half. You can link the Zoom link here. So you're going to have either Google Meet or Zoom. And here you can even choose locations as in person, or just have a completely different link outside of this. And so here you're just going to set up, type in your Zoom link, add it to the calendar, and you're good to go. Right. And you just want to do this. You can have Q&A sessions. You can also have something like a free workshop. And this works extremely well if you have a free workshop within your free community and you're selling a paid offer. This is what we've done for all our clients. And, this just makes a lot of money and it provides a lot of value and it sells and it helps your audience while you can sell. So this is really cool. And that's the whole point of why I created this group, right? So you just go to the free workshop and you have the title of the workshop, and you can actually only make the title 30 characters. So This is going to be quite a short title, but free 1 to mini master class, right? Choose the time and date. I'm not going to do it at 5 a.m., 2 hours. You can make this recurring, right? What recurring dates are you going to have it? You can have the Zoom link, description, cover photo. And this is really cool. You can even have who can attend this event. So you can select members in a specific course, right? So if you have a private course, then only members in that private course can attend this call. Or if you only want people who are more engaged in your community, who are hotter leads, then you can have members at a certain level on the leaderboard. Or you can just have all members. So you add it to your calendar. Now you're good to go. So we've got create recurring events. We got set time and details, create Google Calendar to match. This is really interesting. You can go to your Google Calendar and you can go to your Google Calendar and you can create new calendars and then share them with people so that they have the links and they actually get email reminders on their Google Calendar every time you have every time you have an event on Skool. What this looks like is, for example, I have Community Accelerator on here, right? And within this, I have a event that's happening on the 29th, the community monetization system. I'm going to show people my community monetization system. And I have this added on the calendar. And how you create a calendar is you just go to Google Other Calendars, add calendar, create new calendar. And when you do that, you will get something that looks like this. So then you just go through the names, the descriptions, the time zones, and then you can make it public and get shareable link, copy and paste this link, and then go back to your Skool community. Go back to your Skool community, and within the classroom section and in the onboarding, you can say, add our calendar link so you don't miss any events. And then you just link this with the Google Calendar that you just created. And so when somebody clicks on this, it adds a calendar into their Google Calendar. So now not only do you have the calendar on Skool, but you also have the calendar on Google. So there's double reminders. And you want people to show up for your webinars and your workshops and your free calls, right? So that's why this is effective. And it's doing it by just telling them, hey, you can add your own Google Calendar to our calendar and it can be in sync. That's how you do it. Pretty cool, right? So you also, you want to set up a welcome pinned post, create a roadmap post, a community structure type of post. And I'm just going to show you what that looks like in my current community. So in my welcome start here, I pretty much say, hey, take 2 seconds to read this so you know how to unlock your free gifts, right? Again, what's in it for them? They can unlock the free gifts. I introduce them to the community. I tell them the goal. I tell them kind of the rules, and I say, hey, anybody who remains at level 1, which is a peeper on that level 1 leaderboard, is eligible to be kicked out. So this is kind of straight out of the gate. I'm like, look, I might kick you out if you don't engage and participate, and we clean up every few months. So this is a little bit militant. And then I go on to establish my credibility, right? And what the goal is, which is just creating a fun, profitable community and genuinely help other people. And then I kind of talk about what my credibility is, right? Monetizing 7 Skool communities up to 10K, 20K, 30K, and 60K per month, working with dozens of 6 and 7 figure audience, personal brands, right? Running a done for you agency, all of this stuff. And then I say, okay, here's your step. Introduce yourself in the comments section. Who are you from or who are you and where are you from? Why did you join? What are your hobbies? And drop a link to your best social media. And I'll go and look at these comments and see, okay, who do I think I can help? Who looks like they could be potentially a good fit to work with us, right? And then I have a few other steps too. Comment on other people's posts, follow me on Instagram, and please read below. Okay, so now you know the welcome pin post. You can also have a roadmap post, which essentially guides people towards what you're going to be doing in the future for your courses, for your calls. I have one. It looks a little something like this. And so I created this a while ago, and I actually haven't been super diligent with it. But I generally think people like to know what's coming and what's going to happen in the future, how it's going to benefit them. And so I have these courses that were planned out. This was all in 2024. Now I need to make a new roadmap post. So we already have the leaderboard, the gamification. We set that up earlier. If you go into this checklist, there's a few of leaderboard examples in here that you can use. And I just went on the top school games and I was like, okay, what are these other groups using as leaderboards? This is Skool. So at level 7, you can actually visit the school headquarters, which is pretty cool. And these are just different members, how they kind of use their leaderboards, etc. Automation. So I actually use Zapier for my automations, and you can go into Skool and go to the settings, then go to plugins and Zapier integrations. And here you're going to want to create, turn this on and create an API key. And within this API key, you essentially copy and paste it into Zapier in order to trigger an event that can connect Skool with a different software like Go High Level or send data into a spreadsheet. So let me show you what that looks like real quick. So I have a Zapier, and when somebody opts into the Community Accelerator group, I use this to get their membership question answers, and I actually add them to a tag in Kit. And this tag triggers a welcome sequence. And this welcome sequence is just a series of emails that I send out to them. And there's like 4 to 7 emails that get sent out to them through Kit once they're in my Skool community. I also add them into a Google spreadsheet. So I know everybody in a Google spreadsheet, when they joined, what their answers were to my to the membership questions. And I can kind of track them this way. And then I add them to my Go High Level, which is like an opportunity pipeline that I'm not going to dive into. It's a little bit more advanced. I can show that in another video if you guys are interested. But this is essentially a CRM where you can manage your free group and your paid group. So in order to do this, go to your settings, go to plugins, and then go to your Zapier integrations, copy and paste this. And then in the very first trigger, you just go to the application, type in Skool, and the trigger event is answered membership questions. You choose your account, and this is where you can click edit, and you can connect a new account. And this is where you type in that Skool API key that you got in the settings, and you also want to type in what your URL is. And once you do this, it will connect to Skool. For Kit, it's the same thing. You connect the app, you tag an action event, which for me, it's add tag to subscriber. And then it's creating a spreadsheet and updating an opportunity in Go High Level. So let me know if you guys want me to dive deeper into these automations. I'd be really curious to know. I'm not going to dive into them because I feel like I'm already sick of myself talking, and you probably are too. So we're going to knock this out real quick and then be good. All right. So the final thing after you get your automation set up is Skool About page. Now, Skool About page is super important. Okay, guys? It is how people convert. It is a conversion page. So this is essentially like a sales page. And I have been testing sales pages versus Skool About pages and which one works better. And I gotta say, I still believe that sales pages works better than converting people on the Skool About page. It depends on your audience. It depends if your audience is already on Skool or they have no idea what Skool is about. But I will say if your audience doesn't know what Skool is, then a classic sales page will work better to convert than the Skool About page, I believe, but test it out for yourself. Take it with a grain of salt, test it out for yourself. So on the Skool About page, what you're going to want to have is a page that very clearly articulates what your community is going to help them do. Turn your existing audience into paying customers through community, right? And then on here, I have some social proof. Dan West, 9.5K in 30 days, and a testimonial. I was completely in the dark how to launch a community, but we were able to build a roadmap that guaranteed success from the start. I have all these pictures of social proof giving me 5 stars, and I have a very clear call to action. join the group. I have these digital images to give people a sneak peek of what's inside, the courses, the community, right? Me teaching the different lessons, what it looks like on mobile. Join now and get in for free. So I say now. I want people to join now, not later. I want them to join now. And I actually haven't worked on this School About page in a while, just because I've been building other groups and building other communities. So it could definitely use some work. But another thing that I'd recommend is showing your courses and then assigning a value to the course, right? Here's another headline: build, launch, and scale a profitable school community. Very simple, not super specific, which I don't love. This could be a lot better. But then within here, I'm saying, look, you get a community build out course, monthly workshops and Q&A. I'll show you the School of Ascension funnel. I'll show you how to launch a live cohort. I'll show you email automations, show you how to create an offer, high conversion events, the hybrid traffic method, the go-to market launch plan. And then again, I have 67K in revenue in 90 days. It was actually in like 30 days. So I need to change this. This is my boy Gabe. Everyone in the community is so thrilled to be there, and we are seeing insane results from our members. Again, social proof, 5 stars, face, results, right? And then free stuff. And this could be a lot better because it's not extremely targeted. This is kind of like throwing the kitchen sink at you for kind of anybody and everybody. But why I'm actually creating this new group, right, is because I want it to be more hyper specific. I want it to be around one thing. I want it to have one person, one problem, and one path that I'm solving that problem with. And then again, here it's just like some digital images. You can use Canva and mockups. And if you get this community launch checklist, I have some about page references. So you can go into these about page references and you can see a bunch of different types of school about pages. On these school about pages, a good thing to do is write and record a video sales letter. Video sales letter has a specific structure. Not going to get into this video again. I think I've been talking for almost an hour now, or an hour and a half. You're going to want to optimize your school about page so that it converts. And when you're in your community, you go to settings and general or dashboard to look at your conversion rate. So this is a really terrible conversion rate. 47 about page visitors, 9 signups, 20%, 20% signups, right? So this really isn't that good, which means I need to optimize this. I need to have a video telling people why they should join. I need to have more social proof, more testimonials, and I need to tweak and test and iterate this school about page until this conversion rate is at least above 25% or 30%. This is on a free group. This should be way higher. And I just haven't been prioritizing this, frankly, because I'm working on other people's groups and other people's projects and helping my clients. I'm way more focused on them and getting them results than really growing my own group. So that's on me. So after you got your automations, you got your about page, you wrote your VSL, you're starting to optimize, you're starting to tweak your conversion. You're going to want to invite your first 3 members. Just do this through outreach. Just invite your friends, invite your warm audience, go on your social media, think who might benefit from this. Go and invite them to the group, tell them to join, tell them why you're excited about it, hype them up, DM them with a personal welcome message on top of the auto DM. For everybody that joins the group, just say, hey, above was actually an automated message, but I just wanted to reach out personally and say, hi, what made you join the group? And then you start a conversation with them. You just start a conversation with them, ask them where they're at, ask them how you can help them, and ultimately try to lead them towards buying something from you, towards consuming more of your content, towards getting more value out of you, so that you guys can work together and so that you can add value, they can get value, you can help them out, because that's what this is all about, is helping people out and having fun while we're doing it, right? And then ultimately, you're going to want to create engaging content. And the thing about these school communities is they are content-based businesses. And so creating community posts, creating courses, creating content on live calls. And this is where a lot of the value is creating exclusive content just for your community members. So that's something that you're going to have to think about. And if you want to know which content to create, then come join Community Accelerator, because I pretty much have a complete content map that you can use for your free group. And I show you a lot of these things, like how to write VSLs, how to optimize your school about page. This is really just scratching the surface here today, even though this is such a long video. But I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some value out of it. If you did, please give me a like on this video. It would mean the world to me. if you commented below and I could just hear your voice and feel like I'm not just making this for the void and somebody's actually finding this helpful. So thank you guys so much. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Peace.